Lindsay, and I am back with a little bit of a different video. So I am reading Still Star-Crossed by Melinda Taub, and I'm going to be vlogging my reading of it. And if you haven't read this, I really suggest you go do that, because it might be a little bit of an older book, but it's definitely worth a read. And there was actually a TV show about it a few years ago. I didn't actually watch it because this is one of my favorite books and I couldn't stand any sort of changes made to it. But I was just watching that too because Torrance Coombs was in it. And he's always a really good actor. But yeah, this book is about, it's kind of like what happened after Romeo and Juliet, like a few weeks after their deaths. The Montagues and Capulets have promised to stop fighting, but someone's already trying to start trouble. So the prince of the city is just like, we're not having this, and he decides the best way to stop it would be to marry another Montague and a Capulet. So he picks Benvolio, who is Romeo's cousin and best friend, and Rosaline, the girl that Romeo was obsessed with before he fell in love with Juliet. And these two do not like each other at all. So they team up to try to find out who's starting trouble with their families so they don't have to get married. And that's pretty much the premise of the book. It's really fun. So I'm about to start my read through of it. And there will be spoilers. So if you don't want that, don't watch this video. Just go listen to me read Pride and Prejudice. I'll link that playlist up here. So let's get to the video. Hi, I have some free time this afternoon, so I get to start reading Still Star-Crossed. I'm so excited. Today's gonna be really fun. I get to read, and I get some time with my sister. We're watching Good Omens, and then my boyfriend's coming over. So won't have quite as much time for it today, but I think I can still get some reading done. Talk to you later. So it's the next day, and yesterday turned out to be as busy as I thought it would be, so I didn't get the chance to film again. But I did get the chance to read a lot. I'm on part 3 of Still Star-Crossed, and I'm 120 pages in, and it's just as good as I remembered. Benvolio is so dreamy, like Romeo who? And Rosaline and Benvolio giving peak enemies to lovers. So this should always be a fun time. And Aeschylus. Oh, Aeschylus. Being shady as F. And Livia is adorable. I love her so much. But she is beaten out by Isabella as my favorite character. That is all for now. I will come back probably sometime into part 3 because now Rosaline and Benvolio are officially betrothed. So more shenanigans to come. Hi, I am on day 3 with Still Star-Crossed, and I've read through part 3, and Rosaline and Benvolio were making me so happy. Like, they're working together and trying to solve the mystery of who's trying to start the Montagues and Capulets fighting again. So it's really fun, and they were going around Verona investigating things and starting to crush on each other a little bit. But then that ending, Benvolio, because now everyone thinks Benvolio's a murderer and he's running away, and so I'm really excited to see to read about what comes next, because it is like, I think like what comes after that is like the best part of the book. So it's more Rosaline and Benvolio, because obviously Rosaline does not believe that Benvolio was a murderer. Like, because she likes him and she knows him. So Rosaline just ran away with Benvolio. Like, it's not an ideal situation, but they're still like off to get evidence that Benvolio is innocent and find out who is the one who like actually killed everyone. So yeah, that's really fun. It's really exciting, and like Benvolio is just the best. Like, Romeo made a lot of bad decisions in Romeo and Juliet, but really not taking Juliet with him when he had to leave Verona is the thing that killed both him and Juliet. So yeah, Benvolio's the best. Romeo who? Father Lawrence is so sketchy for not helping Rosaline and Benvolio. Like, he kind of sucks a little bit. They kissed! Rosaline and Benvolio kissed! Like, he saved her life, and then they kissed, and it was just like, oh. I can't stand Paris and Lady Capulet. Like, I know the first time I read it, I was so shook that they were the bad guys. Like, did not see that coming, but now that I've, like, reread it a few times, like, it's, like, so obvious because they're the only ones who are sneaking around the entire time. But, okay, I finished Still Starcrossed, and I'm so happy. Nurse. Like, she didn't do anything to anyone. It's a favorite of mine. It just recently was beat out by that hurt. That hurt a lot, and it always hurts, and it always will hurt. No matter how many times I read it, no matter how much I know it's coming, it hurts. See you next time with another chapter of Pride and Prejudice. Thankfully, Father Lawrence finally came through and decided to be honest and help people, which is good, because that was a bad look for him. So, Rosaline gets to save both Aeschylus and Benvolio. But obviously, she has to end up with Benvolio, because Benvolio is the best. He's swoon-worthy. Romeo and Aeschylus, who? I feel so bad for Olivia, and I'm so happy that Isabella was able to come in and save the day, but Olivia, like, she has my heart, like, kind of broken for her, but Benvolio and Rosaline are all happy, and I'm glad they get together, because it was, like, kind of, I know the first time I read it, I was a little bit iffy about whether she was choosing Aeschylus or not, and I know Benvolio was a little bit iffy about whether she was choosing Aeschylus or not, but, like, oh no, it was going to be Benvolio in the end. Like, come on. So they're all happy together and being amazing lovers after they were enemies, and I love it. Okay, I finished Still Starcrossed, and I'm so happy that I got to reread it. It's always a favorite of mine. It just recently was beat out by The Starless Sea as my favorite book. But I love it so much. So, I will see you next time with another chapter of Pride and Prejudice.